Yo, what's up, street talk, street god, street vlogs, or come in the house. All right, some thoughts. So, some thoughts on respect, being respected versus being feared, or also respect versus disrespect. So first and foremost, you just kind of okay. So some good innovative thoughts. Some people desire some sort of positive respect from other people. It's like, oh, I want other people to greet me a certain way or treat me a certain way, blah, blah, right? Yet, rather than seeking to be quote, quote, respected, I think it's actually better to be feared. And maybe a better way to think about it is I just, just let other people alone. People don't treat you a certain way that you like, say love you, right? But like, don't tolerate disrespect or people talking smack, or don't tolerate people disrespecting you, trying to bully you around, doing shit to you that pisses you off, right? Or saying stuff to you that you don't like, right? So it's kind of like the whole like, if you're just doing your thing to your own devices and someone comes and possibly disrespects you, then I feel like don't tolerate that shit and, unleash your fury. Or also when people try to bully you around, just like Nassim Taleb has a good heuristic or aphorism or thought. It's like, one, don't fuck with anyone. But two, if people start fucking with you, ... fuck with them. So, I think the hard thing about ethics is philosophy of ethics. It's like, how should we treat other people? How should we not treat other people? So, a lot of thinkers, people is like, I forget which rapper who said, somebody was like, don't be petty, my ninja, which essentially means just don't be petty, right? But the problem is like when people say don't be petty means small, petite, right? But the question is like, who is to classify what is petty and what is not petty, right? Because like what one may consider petty to one person may actually be a really big deal for somebody else. But then people are like, oh no, but then you shouldn't make such a big deal, a small thing. I'm like, it's not a small deal to me, it's a big deal to me, right? So when other people say that what you care about or what you consider a big issue to do is not a big issue, then I think it's good to make a hubbub about it. I'm also starting to think too is that like, perhaps like your judging and evaluation of things, what's important, what's unimportant. You kind of need to think, judge things case by case. Yeah, so I mean, treat everyone else with respect and treat everyone else kindly and whatevs. But then if people don't reciprocate that kind of kindness, whatever, then like, effing say love you, right? Like our best friend Gandhi said, be the change which you wish to see in the world. I think it's a good thought and ethos, okay? And also on top of that, better to be feared. So somebody does something you don't like, it's so tricky too, right? Because like, I think also like philosophically, ethically, it's also a matter of like private versus communal versus whatevs. So for example, if you're sharing a certain space and then, so like there's two parties, right? You and somebody else, and then you both prefer something a different way, then, you know, there becomes a little bit of politicking about how one should or one should not do something. But if it's just by yourself and then people intrude you on your own private space or what you're doing when you're just by yourself, then that's a big issue. And I think also what I discovered too is that anger, fury, it's kind of like a tool, right? It's like adrenaline on steroids, right? So when I get super angry, right, my eyes bulge out and I get super effing heated. It's like adrenaline to the max. And I suppose the question is that like, I mean, you don't always have the control, but like, you could use your anger and your fury to fight in battle and make a big deal out of X, Y, and Z. But I suppose then maybe the question or the wisdom is, when should you invoke your fury and unleash your fury and your power, and when should you not? That would be some future thoughts. And to be feared means just like, you know, yeah, you're just nice and kind and treat everyone nicely, but then you just don't let other people F with you, and don't let people bully you around. Don't let people be racist to you. Don't let people take little shots at you or take jabs at you. I found that, not always, but then my general thought is 99.9% of the time, when you suspect that somebody's acting a certain way or treating you a certain way, or like, if you have a low key, like, if you 0.01% thought that like somebody just said or done something racist to you, probably was racist, or if you just kind of had a low key thought that like someone's doing something to spite you or disrespect you, they probably did it, and then yeah, make a big deal about it. Then my thought is maybe it's better to be confrontational than to not be confrontational.